ICT himself said that this silver bullet strategy shows up every single day in every single market. No daily bias is required. You only need one time frame. I'm going to walk you through step by step everything you need to know. I'm going to show you a secret hack that increases the profitability by crazy amounts that no one else is talking about on YouTube. It's a very simple yet effective strategy. So let's dive straight into the video. Also, just before we start, if you guys are struggling to pass your funded challenges, this automated trading bot will literally pass the funded challenge for you. As you can see, we've got some payouts right now hitting. With some withdrawals hitting right now. If you're failing to pass the challenge, the chances are that you're going to fail even more. Most traders lose almost $9,000 before they get the first funded account. So if you're struggling to pass your funded challenges, this automated trading bot will actually pass the challenge for you. As you can see, we've got loads of results and testimonials. So the Telegram link will be dropped in the description below, so you guys should definitely go check that out. Let's dive straight into the video. So the time window we're going to be trading is 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. New York time. That's 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. UK time. This is the London Open silver bullet strategy. And the AM session is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. New York time and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. UK time. So let me just get rid of that. So the AM session silver bullet. So these are the two strategies the two time windows I'm going to be showing you. There's also a third one. However, these are the two highest probability ones. I'll show the third one in a different video. However, for now, I'm going to show you the secret hack. And this is the biggest profitable strategy, the best profitable strategy you're going to get. So this shows up almost basically every single day with one time frame. There's no daily bias. It shows up on every single market. I'm going to show you the pairs it works best on as well. So S&P 500, NAS 100. These are the best indices to trade it on. The forex pairs are GBP USD and Euro USD. GBP USD is my personal favorite. However, both of these work best for this strategy as they're both dollar correlated, and ICT recommends these as well. So the time frames we're going to be trading is just a 5-minute time frame, so literally just one time frame only. And I'm going to walk you through step by step the strategy that you need, and I'm going to show you the secret hack as well. So between 3 a.m. to 4 a.m, what we're going to look for is a first FVG made during that time window. So let's say this is 3 a.m. right now over here on this candle. So this is 3 a.m. over here. This candle right here. This is 3 a.m. over here. What we're going to wait for after 3 a.m. is for FVG to be made. So any FVG made right after 3 a.m, we're going to look for trades in that direction with obviously some more confluence. So let's say this is the 3 a.m. candle. The next candle obviously engulfs over here. This and the third candle over here validates this FVG, as an FVG is made up of 3 candles. It's 3 consecutive candles. So the low of the first candle and the high of the third candle creates the FVG. So after 3 a.m, what we're going to look for is confluences to take the sell based off this bearish FVG. So let's say, for example, if price has made some sort of liquidity over here, let me just mark it out. So let's say price has made some sort of liquidity right here. And as you can see, let's say buy stops have been run out over here. What we're going to look for is a trade in the opposite direction based off this fair value gap on the 5-minute time frame. And what you can do is enter over here. Let me just increase this over here. What you can do is enter right here, place a stop loss above this high, and you take profit at the lows. The target's up to you in the stop loss placement. However, you can also enter a 50% of the fair value gap as well, which is also a hack to increase the risk to reward. I'll show you this in more details on the live chart. We'll go through some live chart examples as well. But yeah, you could basically enter off the fair value gap and then TP. The minimum take profit you want to be targeting is at least 10 handles. But I'll show you this in more detail on the charts. Basically, this is the entry strategy for the more simple version of the silver bullet. However, what's the easy hack that I'm talking about? So step 2 is the BPR in alignment with the first FVG. Now, what is a BPR? A BPR is a balanced price range. So essentially, it's an FVG within an FVG. So as you can see over here, we've got 3 consecutive candles creating an FVG. So the high of the first candle over here, the high of the first candle to the low of the third candle creates this FVG on the left. However, let's say buy stops have been run out over here, and we're taking the trades in the opposite direction. And this is 3 a.m. right now. Right after 3 a.m, as you can see, we've got another FVG formed with these 2 candles right here. As you can see, more prop from fast plus payouts and stuff. Anyways, back to the video. We got after 3 a.m, we got an FVG being made right here with these 3 candles. So what are we going to do at this point? So we've got a previous FVG made on the left, and we've got a current FVG. So what this is a balanced price range. I like to call this a balanced price range, plus the FVG. So we look for confidence to take the trade in the direction of FVG plus BPR. So what we're waiting for is a retrace into the main FVG, which is also in line with the BPR over here. And what you can do is you can manage the trade. So you can either enter at the bottom of the FVG right here, you can enter at the bottom of the main FVG, or you can enter at the bottom of the balance price range over here, or 50% of the main FVG, whichever one works best for you. I'll go through some chart examples to show you. And then place a stop loss either above the high or above whichever candle high or low you want, and then take profit at least a 1 to 2. You can do whatever take profit works best for you. However, this is a proven system that works every single day on every single market and every single time frame. So I'll just forward it to some live chart examples, and let's go through some real live markets. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to show you the hack with the BPR plus the FVG. As you can see, this is the time window that I've marked out over here. So after 3 a.m, what we're looking for is the first FVG in any direction. We're going to let price breathe. We're going to let price play out. So we'll wait for the next candle. As you can see, this is 3 a.m. right now. And this is not an FVG just yet. As you can see, this is not made up of 3 consecutive candles. There's only 1, 2 over here. What I want to see is a third candle over here. Let's see how this closes. Okay, as you can see, this FVG was created right here after 3 a.m. So what confluences have we got to take trades in this direction? And before we look for the confluences, are there any FVGs on the left which we can use as a balance price range? So now, as you can see, with these 3 consecutive candles, we mark out the FVG just like this. And as you can see, it lines up with this FVG right here. As you can see, we've got another FVG above this over here. However, it goes a bit above this fair value gap. So we're going to be taking trades based off this balance price range plus this FVG. So let me just drag this out as well, just so you can see how it crosses over like this. I'll leave it like that actually. And now, what's the confluence to take the trade? So as you can see, buy stops have been run out. So buy side liquidity has been taken. Why buy stops being run out? Because buy stops rest above old highs. So these buy stops have been run out. As you can see, this fractal low over here has been broken. So now we have a market structure shift. So what you can do now is, because this FVG is pretty large, what you can do is mark out the premium discount arrays as well, the range over here. And as you can see, we want price in premium mainly. So you can mark out 50% of this fair value gap right here. Let me just mark it out over here. And you could take trades based off 50%, which also lines up with the high of the balance price range over here. You can place your stop loss above this high right here, above the bodies over here. And then what could you look for? What opposing liquidity or PD arrays could you look for? And by the way, we're on S&P 500 index, so we're looking for at least 10 handles at least. So where's 10 handles? Okay, the first liquidity will be this area of liquidity right here, as you can see. Let me just let price play out. Mark out this low right here as the first TP area, and if you just look on the left, just based off the 5 minute with no daily bias, as you can see, we've got a massive area of imbalance which could be filled, and we've got all these lows over here. We've got this order block area, so this is the main low over here as well. Just based off the 5 minute time frame, you can see this area is a nice area of liquidity, of obvious sell side liquidity right there. And you could chase the high risk reward trades. All you need is a 1 to 2 consistently, because over a series of trades you will be profitable with just 1 to 2s. As you can see, this is over 1 to 2 at the first TP over here. However, if you want to target more and passive challenge in one trade, for example, over here, make huge profits, you can do so also. Let's let the trade play out. As you can see, price wicks us in, and we want to take trades within the session. So we mark out the 3 a.m. right here. We want the FVG to be made in the session, in the window, and we want our trades to be tagged in the window also. However, we can take profits after this time window is up. And remember, this is the London kill zone strategy, the London session silver bullet. So let the trade play out. As you can see, returns to our entry over here, but we let price do its thing. We let price breathe. Then, as you can see, price just absolutely tanks over here for over 1 to 8. As you can see, what other liquidity is it going for? Could be going for this area over here, and you could mark this low right here, the next main low, just based off the 5 minute, guys. You don't even need any daily bias, and you're catching the whole move for this. And ICT himself says that this setup shows every single day on every single market. So Forex as well, it works on indices, futures, etc. And I mean, you could have 3 or 4 main take profit levels, and here's where you would probably close out the full trade if you were holding any partials or trading your stop loss or whatever. And that's over a 1 to 16, almost 1 to 20. As you can see, the price drops even more for over 1 to 20. However, I'm not giving you false promises and false hopes. You can aim for a consistent take profit, as you won't always be catching 1 to 16s. However, it's very possible with this strategy. So let's get into the second example. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to show you just a simple FVG silver bullet strategy, and this is actually in the AM session, so 10 AM New York time. So let's get straight into it. So we're just on the 5-minute time frame, remember, just one time frame. And what you're waiting for after 10 o'clock is any FVG to be formed. Then you're looking for confluence to take the trade in the into the opposing liquidity areas, the opposite direction. So let's say a bullish FVG is made, you're trying to enter buys, for example, and then target the opposing liquidity areas, such as sell side liquidities and old highs. And you want to look for confluence as to why it should be buy. So for example, the sell side liquidity taken out. However, you don't need to do that just before 10 AM. You need to wait for the FVG to be made first. So we let price play out. Okay, so no FVG has been made. And as you can see over here, let me just delete this. So this shows the start, this indicator over here. So as you can see right now, this is the first FVG that's been made with these 3 consecutive candles. On the left, have we got any BPR, balanced price range? No, there's no FVG on the left. So we're just going to trade off the simple FVG silver bullet strategy on the AM session. So as you can see, we marked out the FVG right there. Now, what's the confluence for the trade to continue going in this direction? As you can see, sell side liquidity has been swept over there. Sell side liquidity has also been swept over here. And price has tapped into this area over here, where we've got a clean order block right here. As you can see, price has wicked into the body of that order block. You can see how the bodies have respected this, and then price has moved in the opposite direction. So that's the confluence for this trade over here. Now, what do? We set our limits, and what I'd recommend also is setting your limits. If you're setting limits, you want to set your limits slightly above price, because we're trading in just a 1 hour window, and spreads could widen at the times of your entry and stuff like that. So you want to just enter slightly above the FVG, maybe, for example, a few points above. And then you can place a stop loss either below the body low, below the FVG low, below this whole candle low. However, because I wouldn't, in this scenario, obviously with experience, you gain more knowledge. So I wouldn't place my stop loss this massive, because I'm confident in the trade going up. So I'll probably place it just below this area over here, or below this these wicks over here max. So let's wait for the trade to play out. Okay, as you can see, we're tagged in over there. Price moves away quite nicely. And as you can see, the FVG was made in our session, and we were tagged in during our session. So what's the opposing liquidity? So right here, you can see we've got this sell side liquidity. Was this a 1 to 2? Yes, as you can see, this was exactly a 1 to 2 over here. So if you wanted to take profits there, you could, or within this 1 hour window. Or you could have targeted the more major areas. As you can see, just on the 5-minute, we got sell side liquidity right here, resting above these highs. And we got all these equal highs over here. For example, this major high you could target overall if you were to hold the trade for that long. However, I would recommend just setting a set TP and set stop loss, as this shows up every single day. So you don't need to be too greedy. But as you can see, price moves away with speed. Let me just get rid of this. As you can see, price smashes our TP and even goes further. Price goes even further, but this is all following this one system, this one strategy, with the same rules that I've showed you guys. And ICT himself said that this strategy shows up every single day on every single market. If it doesn't show up in the London session, you should look for this setup in the AM session. If it doesn't show up in this AM session, you should look for it in the next session, which I'll show you in the next video. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe and like for the next video, and that will be coming out very soon. And yeah, also just a reminder, if you guys are struggling to pass your funded challenges, this automated trading bot will literally pass the funded challenge for you. As you can see, we've got loads of people joining, and if you don't join quickly fast enough, then you will have to pay an extra higher price, which you don't want to do. It's only $5.50 right now, 4 people only. So message the bot, message the admin to start. And as you can see, this bot will literally pass the funded challenge for you. You could literally be taking these trades on these 6-figure accounts. You could be funded, guys. You could be funded 6 figures and taking these trades with the free education that I'm showing you. Literally, there's almost a trade every single day, so you could be making a consistent income. We got loads and loads of proof right here. So the Telegram will be dropped in the link in the description below. Share this video with your friends. It's a very profitable strategy. It shows up every single day. As you can see, I've shown you loads of examples over here. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Bye.